Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, some bad news, but that's what you get when you have a government that implements certain kind of maneuvers, policies, and sanctions. We all going to be up by these guys. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the stock market is not doing too well, to put it mildly. So this article that I'm going to read for you, I'm very irritated about it, just so you know, and probably you will be the same unless you had some very good investments somewhere. This article comes from Sputnik, and obviously the Russians are all grinning and gleeing about it. And it's from today, the 30th of December 2022. This is the title. US stocks close out worst year since 2008. Tumble 20.4% on average. Wow. Do you remember how much was the market crash, Wall Street, in the when it was the great crash in 28, 29? When was that? When it was the big, fantastic, whatever. Let's check it out and see how it was. Thank you very much for the sanctions. Thank you very much for the coronavirus policies. They help a lot. Some people made some money. I don't know who those are. Probably the ones in the energy sector. They have got to be doing it, and the bankers. But hey, who knows? U.S. stocks closed out the worst year since 2008, marking a fall of 20.4% on average as the United States prepares to enter next year in a long predicted recession. That's all because Putin bombarded Ukraine, right? Right. According to the last market data for 2022, on Friday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index fell by 8.8%. The Nasdaq High-Tech Index fell by, sit down, my friends, take a glass of wine and come back. Are you back? Okay, 33.1%. And the S&P 500 Broad Market Index fell by 19.4%. On Friday, the Dow Jones fell 0.48% to 33,059 points. The Nasdaq was down 1.9% to 10,362 points, and the S&P 500 Broad Market Index fell 0.83% to 3,821.8 points. Earlier in December, the Bank of America said in a forecast that the United States is likely headed for a recession by the third quarter of 2023. Okay, that's exactly when I have some plans. Okay, as demand in the economy is curtailed by the Federal Reserve's determination to continue interest rate hikes until it gets runaway inflation under control. Inflation, as measured by the U.S. Consumer Price Index (CPI), rose by 7.1% over the 12 months to November, versus 7.7% in the year of October. Historically, data showed the lowest annual reading for inflation since December 2021. Even so, it was still 3.5 times higher than the Fed's annual target of 2% per year. How do you consider this? A failure or what? I consider it a disaster, not a failure. A fantastic failure. Okay, what are we going to do about it? Nothing. You go to work, you pay your taxes, you're going to earn less money. Whatever you buy is going to be more expensive. You're going to have less power of buying. And then what? Give more billions to Ukraine, right? Right. Then what? How about your pension or our pension? How about our Social Security? Gone? All right, good. So then what? Then what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to wait 2 more years. And after 2 more years, we have a chance to change this garbage with this face to the same garbage with a different face. Right? Right. You got to love American democracy. It turned into a bullshit. So anyway, see, that's why I like very much democracy. Now you can say, Emil, why do you talk about democracy when it's the economy? I tell you why. Because these guys in the government, they regulate, regulation. And when they regulate, they alter which is already altered like shit. You know, like Michael Jackson's facial plastic surgeries. He had only one, a minor one to the nose. Okay, so they did so many things that the skin was not growing anymore, was not healthy. The same we did with this regulation to this economy. I'm not bashing Michael Jackson, but I think you can relate exactly what I'm talking about. The tissue was dying. It was not regenerating. So they had to take from other places and put it there. Well, just look into it. I looked into it. I used to like Michael Jackson. I still like Michael Jackson, his songs. Anyway, his dance and all that. But let's move on. So I didn't want to bash him. It was a clear example. So the same with the economy, with the regulations, on and on and on. The market is like that, rotten. So you did regulated this to supposedly fix that, and I always say, and you created 3 other problems. And then you intervened in all 3 other problems, you created 5 more other problems, or whatever, 9 more, and so on. And then everything goes a boomerang to the first problem that you started, and you don't know what the fuck hit you in the head. Exactly, regulations over regulations over regulations. Why do you think these weasels, the experts, the economists, are incapable of predicting up or down? That's all they need. Up or down, they have a 50% chance odds. Can you imagine that? 1 in 2. I mean, it's unbelievable. Good or bad, if somebody go to the casino and go in clink, 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 clink. What are your odds? Oh my God, what your odds are. Imagine you have one out of 2. They're like, Anyway, and they cannot predict it. Why? Because those things are so fucked up, they can't comprehend and understand where the thing breaks. What am I saying? These guys that regulate and get involved and they give this and they give that to whomever, okay? These guys alter the natural course of supply and demand. That's it. And then you can't control it. Too many things. You can't figure it out. Not control it, figure it out. Now you have to wait 2 years for these guys to implement more bullshit. By the way, Federal Reserve Bank is nothing federal about it. Just a name. Okay? It's not a governmental institution as they say it. It's a private bank. Okay? Go and check it out. So it's not like, I don't know, the Congress or the presidency or, I don't know, the energy departments. No, it's not something like that. No. This is a Federal Reserve Bank. It's formed out of 10 banks, private banks. Go and try to buy some stocks in those banks. Good luck and let me know. I pay you how much you want all my life if you allow me to buy 1 stock in those banks. And then you come and say, oh, I even couldn't find it on the stock market. Anyway, that's another issue. So what I'm saying is these weasels that some of us voted for, and the other ones would have been probably the same without one person, got us to this. Their policy, destroy the economic environment, positive, however you want to, friendly, whatever you want to call it. So if they point at Russia and other bullshit, no, my friends, no. And if you point at Russia, you inserted yourself in the equation without being invited. Without any sanctions, all this would have been way ameliorated. So the fall would not have been like it is right now. And what do? They continue doing the same shit. No, the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing and expect a different outcome. And we can vote in 2 years to change what, as I said. One garbage with another garbage, just two different names. That's what it is. That's what it is, my friends. So you like democracy and you like this system of 2 parties. Great 2-party system. It served us so well for so long. These were some professors, PhDs, told me in college here in the United States. Well, this is arguing from historical fallacy. It's a historical, because it was very well before, it must be in the future. That's stupid, because so many changes are. But anyway, those were PhD professors of sociology, by the way, with statistics and bullshit. I can give you the names. Anyway, I won't give you the names. But if I'm in front of a court and a judge, I will cough up the names. I have at least 2. Ein, zwei. Polizei. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Vote!